Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our slowly dissolving into insanity Wednesday here in our lovely homebrew cyberpunk dystopia. My name is Jonathan Kinney. I'll be your director for the evening, and these are the poor souls that decided they wanted to do a cyberpunk campaign. How's it going, guys? I agree. Anyway, so last time on this madness, a warning was given, and the warning was heeded, and the party very quickly found themselves under attack by an entire platoon of um, android guards that seemed to be not functioning correctly. Thankfully, they managed to escape the unfortunate trap that was laid for them, making their way out into the city where apparently all hell has broken loose. Things going haywire, cybertech rebelling, seemingly everything has turned into a glitch. The party had prepared a fallback spot, which, unfortunately, due to some bad luck, happened to also be the fallback option of Dottie's old gang friends, and they had a bit of a run-in on the way there, which thankfully they came to some sort of agreement about, and managed to get to safety, such as it is. A bit of planning was underway, regardless of technical difficulties. And we ended with the party getting ready to make their way to the one way that they know to get onto the island where all of the CEOs in Nova go to, just off the coast. And that's where we are picking up. We've just finished our downtime, and y'all people get to decide what happens now.
Hey, why'd you say it like that? Why'd you say the one way?
Why'd you say it in that weird way?
Why'd you
reason.
say it like the one way to get in? Do you mean there's more than one way?
The one way, I said.
There is, we found out, only technically one way to get there. It's by some stupid little boat.
Ron, do you need some like soup?
Some
You
soup, I
sound
would
a little...
love some soup and like some halls if you have it.
Yeah, you got it.
I think your brother gave me a cold or something while we were kissing. Don't think too hard about that. Okay,
Anyway.
I don't want to think about it at all. So what are we doing? We just walking right up to the boatman and being like, take us on the island?
Well, okay, I think we should probably, like, watch and look a little bit.
Boatman!
The boatman.
It's a rowboat, actually.
Not again.
So you don't have to like make a super specific plan to get there. That is what our good old friend the forgot the word for it. The thing that we do where we roll the dice to see how it starts.
Oh, the fate.
Okay.
The fortune.
Why
Engagement
don't we just
roll.
call it
Engagement roll.
initiative?
Just one.
The engagement roll. Yes.
Yes,
We
this
roll
when
in
we
which
all
we
engage.
engage. Yes.
I think
Alright.
we just go and we keep kind of a lookout for who's going and just kind of go
Should-
from there.
We're going like all
was gonna
guns
say-
blazing. We're gonna try and sneak our way in. What's the
Should we-
general idea?
All take the same method of like, is there a way for us to swim underwater there? Like, it's the future. Do they got like the little like spike
I
hits?
think
You know what I mean?
I think part of your what's I'm forgetting
Research?
words today. Research, yeah.
Hmm.
Don't mind me not knowing words today. That there was essentially like an underwater minefield around that makes technically possible, but very, very dangerous to just swim there.
Boatman. We gotta go to the boatman.
We must go to the boatman. Did
Um,
we, in our research, find like, is there like a password or like
What's the password?
Well,
which password?
I think part of what you're going to need to do is, I think you thought maybe kidnapping one of the CEOs was on the table, or stealing a password from one of them. You're not-
That's what we decided we were going to do.
I said it was on the table, not that you decided to do it.
I know that 2 people are down for that.
You could also possibly, maybe if there is a password, you could go and steal it and get on. You don't know. You
We have
just
a
know
hacker.
that only the CEOs go to the island, and that they all go to this one specific dock with a very specific boat on it that goes straight to the island.
Ben is going to look at Dotty.
Could also just take over the boat.
Hey, give me your tools, please.
Why?
I'm going to take out my eye and give it to Vaughn.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't you almost murder Vaughn because she did that last time?
Yeah, but like it
Yeah.
was about consent, not the eye. Let's just
Mhm.
everybody calm
Yeah, I
down.
know.
Yeah, it was about consent.
Yeah, I was a conduit to consent.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had to first go through like the first levels of like, okay, first you need to ask, is this okay?
Mhm.
Anyway, pop. He
A green light? Is this a yellow light? Is this a
Yeah,
red light?
he takes the screwdriver and kind of starts ramming it. It looks like he's giving himself a lobotomy as he's like ramming it in to his eye.
Yeah, like around
Content
the eye
warning
socket.
medical conversations.
Yeah, here we
And
go.
he basically starts to like work his way around the cybernetic eye, and then he gets to behind it where it's connected to the mainframe, and he just kind of disconnects it, and he pulls it out, and he goes, "Hook this up to the computer. And if you're able to hack your way into it, you might be able to get into the back walls that Essek has." Eskel, leave me
Mhm.
fucking alone. I'm gonna kill myself.
There he goes.
Eskel.
All right, okay. Just give me a minute.
No drow here.
Shame.
Yeah, it's literally just the scene with Volo in Baldur's Gate 3. I agree. He's a feisty little bugger.
Don't
Claire's
worry.
actually giving you a lobotomy.
And he just kind of sits down, just feeling very, very uncomfortable, not having an eye.
I'm gonna.
You know, casually.
Dottie's gonna try and touch the socket.
Such an eye socket.
No,
Please?
no, I'm not letting you. Look, there's many holes that I
No.
will allow you. But no.
Oh.
Yes, Hayden.
No, just whoever's next to Hayden just pushes his hands down.
But I didn't get it. But I didn't
Trust me, you
understand.
don't wanna. You don't want to. I'm protecting you.
I can explain it if you want.
It's a sex thing.
Oh. I'm good actually, thank you.
I like to
told
think
you.
that Dax
What
was
I
the one
thought.
that put
Yeah, it
Hayden's
was
hand out.
absolutely
Yeah.
Dax.
Okay, so I start doing my
But-
hacking shit.
And the last thing Dax wants to think about is his foster sister and their brother talking about fingering holes.
It's getting worse.
We have done that, so.
Wow. So what's in the eyeball?
What's in the eyeball?
Yeah, tell us, Nico, what's in the eyeball?
So in the eyeball is
Person is hiring.
basically no, that's in his leg. Anyway, that's in the SD card in his leg.
Getting even pinkier now. It's yeah.
In the eyeball is basically like all of the information of all the personal information for Bin, for Eskel that he is allowed to have, and then like also other employees and other CEOs. And basically what he's giving you is that once you get into Eskel's folder, if you are managed to basically break down the wall between that and like getting pushed past to get the other files that he does not keep in the public eye, pun not intended.
Are you sure? I feel like it was intended.
Yeah, Ben, are you sure this is gonna be here? Because, like, he didn't even tell my mother what it was.
You're gonna have to go through a whole bunch of firewalls and password
Okay, well, that's
protected.
not a problem. Sometimes it's a problem. It's not a problem. It might be a
Well,
problem.
this will probably be rough because this is stuff that he doesn't want to get out.
Would it be shit he would even write down? I mean, he is getting kind of old. Maybe he can't remember. Gotta write down a stupid password. He's got a little password book.
Basically, what I'm hoping that you can do is, you know how all of our kind of processors are connected into the major Phoenix mainframe. I'm giving you a backdoor, basically, into his system, where he keeps his stuff in his brain.
His eye
Duff.
brain. Okay, yeah. I get to work.
Be useful. Let's consider it like a bit of loadout for the mission, essentially.
Sure.
I don't know if
Right.
he'll notice it, if he'll feel that you were connecting to his stuff. I know that I felt it, but that was also because you were literally over me. So I don't know what happens if you're trying to access it from a distance. But he'll definitely know that it's me.
Only one way to find out.
Alright. So, engagement rule. What is the plan of attack here?
Go to the docks.
Well,
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is it like, are we assaulting the docks? Are we trying to
boat
sneak
man.
through? Are
I think
we
it depends
stealing
on
I
what
someone?
gave-
you're
Boatman!
I gave eye to Vaughn to see if
I'm
she
the
can
docks
get
boatman.
into Eskel's back door. Not like that. To basically get a password.
And again, I'll essentially let it be a something you can use in the mission, but
Oh, I see what you're asking. Do
Okay,
we want to
yeah, yeah,
stealth this, or are
I
we?
vote stealth. Hayden, what were you saying?
Yes, I was saying stealth, and I was basically saying the same thing that Nico said of like whatever
Nico?
sort of decorum or like step-by-step process it is to get on the boat and get on the island. That's what we're looking for, I'm guessing.
okay.
Right?
So trying to sneak on and pretend to be someone that's actually supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Then let me tally up some dice and we'll see how we start.
I'm Norvy.
You should be Norvy. It's fine. Alright, so it's actually going to be a pretty good roll. We're going to roll with 3 dice. 3d6. 6. That means we start in the best possible position.
Yay!
Let's see.
Can only go downhill from here.
And it will.
It, in fact, very much will.
Starting at the top of the hill.
There's a big old hill. Alright.
Alright, I don't need obligation roll.
Oh.
I have
1 6.
bonus, teamwork.
Alright, so we're starting in a controlled position, which means that you guys managed to avoid most of the trouble heading towards the docks. The city is still in a state of chaos. There is, as I mentioned last time, there's fires in the distance. You can see smoke rising from things. Cars careening off of the highways. The trains have completely stopped. People are out and about, unsure what to do, and they are the few actual human enforcers that are still left, who are basically more there for tech support than actual law enforcement, are desperately trying to keep a handle on things in the city. But you managed to get through most of this without too much trouble, making your way all the way down here, just outside of Siren, where the docks that you know are. Going to say that yes. Yes, sir.
Are we in disguise? Like, do we look like ourselves?
Are you? Can be disguised.
What did we find in the eyeball? Should we
I
be
I think
disguised
we don't
as
get to
somebody?
know yet.
Yeah.
But they've had those like little disky things that'll let us be something else for a little while.
I'm
I'll
kind of
say
Mr. Roboting it right now.
The reason we're starting in the control position is because the backup that's
Pyra?
been made
Okay. No.
in the eye does actually have quite a bit of good information that Vaughn can leverage. It's arranged in such a way you're not sure exactly what it, like when somebody has like a list of passwords, but they don't actually say like what the passwords are to. So it might be a bit of a crapshoot trying to find the right one, but you're pretty sure the information is in there. And you're starting in control position, you get through the city without running into any trouble until you find yourself at this very, very well defended dock. Unlike most of the rest of the city, this is not in flames or exploded yet. Whether that's because they have some kind of override, or perhaps they have a different, like a backup generator or some such. You're not sure, but the chaos in the city is not present here. So your first hurdle is to figure out how to get into this area, hopefully with the information you have.
Do we see a boatman?
Yes, there is a boat, and there's a boatman in the boat.
Are there
But
guards?
he is behind like chain link razor wire fence with, you can see, turrets set up everywhere.
The drama.
So
Hey,
is
Vaughn.
Oh, I'm
there-
sorry. Should I make it easy for you guys to get
Yeah,
onto
I
the
think
island?
that would be pretty neat.
Okay.
Hey,
A
Vaughn.
door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What? What?
I thought someone said something, so I stopped talking.
Okay. What do we do? What do we do now?
Can you
Up to you guys.
check to see who's logged in
To what?
in the CEOs? Who is logged in at their office? Because whomever is in their office is not the island, and we can disguise ourselves.
Oh. That's a good idea.
I
Can I
have a few of those.
Can I try and do that? Is that a thing I can attempt to do?
Absolutely. Yeah. You wanna, sounds like analyze perhaps?
Yes. I do love analyzing.
And then wouldn't we need to narrow it down to who isn't already here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like if they're logged in at
like,
their
their
office,
offices.
then they can't be in the island.
Mhm.
Right, but once we've narrowed it down to that list, we're gonna have people who could already be on the island or who haven't arrived yet. Or maybe who are just home. You know what I mean?
So either as luck would have it, or perhaps it makes sense. The only CEO that is currently logged in the city is Eskil Novak. Everyone else is either definitely not in their offices, whether that means they're hunkered down in their own personal apartments, or maybe they're even on the island. You don't know.
So Eskel's definitely not on the island.
That is what your quick login registry says. Yeah.
Damn shame.
Okay, maybe one of us can go up looking like him, and the rest of you can hide on the boat, or go on the boat and then knock the guy out, and then you guys get on.
Or look like his attendants.
I don't think anybody else is allowed, is the thing. What are you thinking?
All right, well then, who here is the best at acting like Eskel? And then Dotty looks at Ben.
You were around him the most every day.
Probably more than me. Congrats.
Didn't realize this was a competition.
If Dax was here, he'd probably say something that I already forgot what he was going to say.
We're up.
Thanks.
He's not here.
Yeah, I can pretend to be him. I remember enough about how, well, I have picked up on a couple of things.
Oh, right. You should probably give him his eye back.
Hooks it back in. Alright.
You hear the grinding of metal on metal. Just
Does that hurt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who here has links with Ben? Real quick.
Everybody.
Great. Help. I'm so stressed. I wanna be able to do
I
this.
have a ton.
you,
I have
you
one.
can expend links to reduce someone's stress by 2.
You can or cannot?
Can.
Oh, I thought you said cannot. I have like literally 5 links with Ben. So
I
my God.
have one.
I have one.
yeah. So how many links do you want?
I mean, I would like to maybe go down 4 stress.
So
So you
2.
could take 2.
Oh,
That's fine.
take
I
out
still
2
have
links.
then. I still have 3 left with you.
That's good. Because then you can use those for anybody, right? Because it's
Yeah, any links that you make with me, you can use those links for anyone.
amazing. Amazing.
Alright, Ben
Cool.
is going to get put on the mask
You-
and become Eskel.
You get a nice little pep talk from Dotty. And you put on the mask, such as it is, and head up to the gates. Immediately the turrets feed on you. They don't immediately fire, they're just kind of like tracking you as you walk towards the gate, where you can see there is like a security check-in.
Okay. I don't want to do this alone. So, before like we did that, is there a way to make the masks make people go invisible? Can we try and hack it to make it do that?
You can make a conceal check to see if you can change it around a little bit.
Did we like absolutely confirm that nobody can go on this island except for the?
That is
CEOs.
what seemed to be the fact, because
So they would never take
This-
anyone they're fucking.
Vaughn's mom said that even she never went to the island when they were together.
Damn.
Not even like guards?
That doesn't necessarily mean that Eskel didn't take a side piece, just that he never
Oh.
took his wife.
Here she is.
I know.
Dotty.
I'm just saying you never confirmed that one way or another.
Do we want to try or is that too risky?
I mean, if we
I
tried
feel like
and they
CEOs
said
travel with
no,
side pieces, right?
the worst they could say is no. The worst they
Exactly.
could do is shoot you. So
Go along.
I mean, well, wouldn't it make more sense if you were guards because of the chaos that's happening? Or do we want to go with trying to get you to safety?
I'm an MG.
well,
side piece and an MG.
we're public enemy number 1 right now. So you
Oh.
could be a side
Yeah.
piece. look like
Oh, I couldn't be
yourself.
myself.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah. None of you can be yourself.
Very
so
good
that's why I'm
point.
like,
Is that's your
Yeah.
faces are on the broken billboard just across the street.
But I could
Forgot
be a
about
different side
that.
piece.
You
Yeah,
could be
me
a
too.
different side piece.
I think
And then
you
we
would
can
Different
be-
forget
side
about
piece
that.
and MG. I mean, MGs are guards, are they not?
just just be Oh wait, hold on. Can these
Hold on.
masks make you look like robot enforcers?
Sure.
Even better.
Even
We just
better.
signal to power down, and Vaughn and Hayden are like, they drop.
Yeah.
So okay, Dottie's gonna be a mysterious side piece, and then Vaughn and
Okay.
Hayden are gonna be enforcers.
How
Does
about
that
how
sound-
about this? How about a group conceal check then?
Okay. Would you
do
like
we wanna-
me to be?
I
I'm
only
sorry.
have
has the
one
best
stress, so if I
conceal.
have to. Why don't, does it matter who has the best? There's just
I,
Whoever
person who's taking
leads
stress.
it takes the
One-
stress,
yeah.
I don't know.
and
I have
then
one
you
dot.
take
Conceal.
you all take the
Okay.
highest result.
How much stress
Okay.
do I have?
Yeah. I
I
almost
have
used
4
a
stress.
special ability from a different game.
I can do it.
Yes, we're-
if...
You can't add any scale to this one. Sorry, there.
Yeah, Vaughn
Olive.
Vaughn can lead it, but does it make more sense for me to lead it? Because if that's the case, then I just
The person
Uh,
that leads it, the only thing is that whoever leads it takes the stress for any failed
okay,
checks.
yeah, Vaughn,
That's the
lead it.
only thing.
Bada bing, bada boom. Here you go.
Alright, so
Bad.
everybody rolls conceal. Alright, Vaughn's got
we are
one
in
stress so
controlled.
far. Controlled standard, yep.
Perfect. No bonus dice.
Oh,
That's 2
we're
stress
going
for Vaughn.
so. Oh my
3
god,
stress
guys!
for Vaughn.
All right.
Oh,
Hey!
thank goodness, Dotty.
Okay, how much
Okay.
stress do I take? though?
Dottie!
So
What?
Vaughn takes 3 stress.
All right, that's.
But
doable.
thanks to Dottie's very in-depth knowledge of
Being a
Eskel's
side piece.
retinue, of being Eskel's side piece, she knows exactly how to.
He has
like,
experience.
everybody's like, you start walking like you're regular people, and Dottie's just like, no, you idiots, you need to walk like this.
Yep.
Coaches you enough that you don't draw any extra attention. The turrets still hone in on Bin as you approach, but you have the rest of the party with you, and you don't seem to be drawing any extra attention.
All right, here we go. Ben's never taken acting class in his life, but he's been traumatized. So let's see how this goes.
Hey now, hey, that's too real.
This is what dreams are made of. Sorry. You said hey now twice.
That's the correct
Mhm.
response.
Hey now.
Thank you.
Anyway, so Bin, give us your best Eskel.
Who am I talking to? Who the fuck am I talking to?
Currently, there's just
Business.
like a security check-in. It's not like a person. It's just like a little terminal.
Oh, then yeah, he's not gonna say anything because they're not people. He doesn't have time for that. So he does what he needs to do and moves on forward.
Go ahead and no, this is still part of that conceal. You guys are all disguising yourself well
fuck.
enough. You get through the check-in. Start heading towards the boatman. This is where your acting is going to come in, though, because now you have to convince this person that's probably seen and interacted with Eskel a billion times that you are Eskel Novak.
Mhm.
He is this. I just thought it would be really funny if he was just like the most stereotypical pirate ever, but that doesn't make any sense.
I'm begging you no, because I gotta be serious.
Yeah, of course. Ah, Mr. Novak, how are you? Sorry. No, just
Eskel shoots him. Just silence.
You know what? That's absolutely in character. No, no, just a very like well dressed gentleman that is clearly used to just doing what he's told, and says, "Ah, Mr. Novak, glad to see you're here. The rest of the CEOs have made their way over to safety already. We were wondering when you were going to join us."
Well, it took me quite a while, especially with all the problems and traffic that were right outside our door, but I managed to make my way over.
Of course. And now go ahead and I guess this would probably be an express
Sure, I'm
or
gonna
a
push
five.
myself. Uh, I'll do express. Um,
Are you going to push yourself?
yeah, I'm gonna push myself. Anyone want to give me advice?
Well, I was
Alright.
going to say, would
I
you
could
also like a
assist you.
poison promise
What's the
instead of
poison promise?
instead of pushing yourself?
Well, what's the poison promise?
Um, I think it would be starting a troublesome clock. And the clock
No,
would be
just-
Eskel shows up.
I can assist you also. If you want another fight. Look at that face. He wants the promise.
You can just push yourself. It's just you can either push yourself or take a poison promise on top of any other stuff, assisting whatever.
He wants it. Look at his face.
I so badly want him to show up.
I just think
'Cause
it
I
would
think-
be really funny.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do
Okay.
it for the bit.
Poison
For the
promise
bit.
for the bit. Let's call it a 6-segment clock.
Okay.
That's
So
not
I
a
get
lot.
one dice. Is anyone gonna add to it or not?
I will.
Okay. Don't fuck me on this. Roll 20.
Hey.
5. All right. Take 1 segment on that clock.
Beautiful sandwich in
Oh,
Cork's
it's,
hand.
Still shows up. Cool. There it is, right there. Just off the coast. Eskel shows up. Alright, so controlled 5 is you do it, he believes you. He says, yes, of course. I'm forgive me, there's been a lot of worries about the cybertech going rogue. Are you sure about these your retinue? Are they safe to join us on the island?
I had them tested myself right before we left, and what was your name again?
Ricky.
No, not you.
Sorry.
Missy.
Missy, and I had her vetted, of course, so we're all good.
I'm not even gonna make you roll to see if you acted enough like Eskel, because absolutely looking down on the hired help when they think that you're talking to them that's pure Eskel.
What a
I will
dick!
say you're going to suffer a level 1 harm as a consequence, which is
Cringe.
we'll call it, yeah, let's call it cringe. Sure, level 1 harm of cringe.
It's just the trauma coming up to hurt him.
Absolutely, you just had to act like the person that's hurt you the most in the recent times. But you all get let onto the boat, and it starts making its way out into open waters. It's a bit fraught knowing what you know about all of the defenses and the problems that could happen. Walking, swimming into an errant mine, maybe something electromagnetic going off, and I'm going to make it a quick little fortune roll here. Cool. You feel at one point, you guys pass through what's clearly like you can feel all the hairs on your arms stick up as you pass through like some kind of electromagnetic field that, if you were to guess, is probably like an anti-disguise safety measure, but your disguises hold up. Feel a little tingle, but
Thank
you even
God. I
see
didn't want to kill Ricky.
you even see the skipper kind of looks back at the same time just to check, but nothing happens, and he continues on his way until you dock with no problems at the island. It is, as I mentioned, very fancy. Like, everything is state of the art. You can see through the windows from this cloak that there are like very, very nice areas beyond. You can see there's like this indoor pool on one wing. There's a fully stocked kitchen you can see through one of the windows, and this
A movie theater.
enormous LCD, movie theater. And Ricky just
It's Mar-a-Lago.
there's a bowling alley in one of the wings for two. Ricky ties off the ship and says, "Well, glad that you are safe, Mr. Novak. Should I head back to the mainland in case anything happens, or should I wait here?"
Wait here.
I feel like I have to ask for a concealed check there, Vaughn.
But
Do not.
A robot doing that is really funny.
It is really funny, but it's also very suspicious.
I'm giving. Okay, never mind. I was gonna give you a dice, but you rolled.
enough.
Enough. You know what? You do it. I'm just gonna tick that clock one more.
Okay, that's fine.
How's he gonna get over?
Here.
On what boat?
Yeah. How's he gonna get here?
Is he gonna swim? He'll mess up his hair.
Ugh, salt water. Hero. He's gonna step through a portal where he's gonna have like a little like car beeper thing, and the door is gonna open. He'll be fine.
It's gonna be the Spider-Man meme.
Good.
You have to be the first one to say, "Get him! He's the doppelganger."
I'm the real asshole. He's the imposter.
Who's gonna throw the bagel? That also makes the sound effect called bagel.
Bagel.
My favorite
He's
moment in that
going.
movie.
Yeah.
Bagel.
He tells Ricky to stay here, and then
Okay.
he doesn't
He
look
ties
back.
off the craft.
Yeah, he doesn't look back as he walks in.
As I mentioned, very, 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 very nice place. And yet strangely abandoned for the fact that apparently all of the CEOs are on this island except for Astral. None of the rooms seem to have any people in them. It looks deserted.
Are there any cameras?
Yes, every corner up here there's a camera.
Okay, so I can't slack. None of us can slack for a fucking second. Got it.
And I'm gonna say we're in a risky position now.
Fucking I'll say.
Maybe they're all fucking hiding somewhere because they're cowards.
I thought you were just gonna say maybe they're all fucking.
Well, they could be doing that too. Maybe they think it's the end of the world and they're getting down to business.
Why would they? I'm not gonna ask. Is there supposed to be an event or something here today?
No, this is where they go to
Talk.
keep safe.
Nobody's here.
How many
Ricky said they are.
floors does it look like? Above ground?
It just looks like 2 floors above ground.
Okay.
There's a below ground.
Well, of course there is, and if that's where we keep all the secret shit. So
Well, you
Naturally.
hacked an elevator before.
I have hacked many elevators.
And it worked last time.
Missy.
Yes.
Ugh.
Somewhere in the
Can you-
distance, Pax is also gagging.
Can you do that thing that you did before?
Bold of you to ask that right here, right now.
I'm
In bed.
in regards to feeling
Feeling what, Mr. Novak?
machines.
Right. Gonna have to be more specific.
Not in front of these cameras, I don't.
I think you killed Pork.
I actually don't know what he's trying
He
to ask.
pulls her
But
in.
Dotty probably does.
He pulls her in for a kiss, and as he goes to kiss her, he whispers in her ear, "When you found me underneath the ground, you kind of connected to the other
Right.
that." And then he's going to pull away and fix his
he-
cuffs.
Does. Doesn't do that.
I fucking
Yeah.
hope she doesn't.
Actually,
do
you know
that.
what? Yeah, she does. Because she.
God damn it!
He's a bohemian. Leave her
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you want to roll for this? Is this another an empathize or
Defy. Can I argue
perceive?
defy?
How are you
defying the
arguing
law.
defy?
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
I don't necessarily think this is a defy
Mid.
moment. It's not
Alright.
facing opposition head on.
Let's do analyze then.
Okay, analyze. I think it's
I
fine.
give a dot to Dotty.
You said risky what?
Risky standard.
I give you a dice.
Plus or minus whatever
Oh
harms
no!
you might
Shoot.
have.
Okay, hold on. Let me roll again. Okay.
Hey!
Thank you, Ben.
Alright. Six,
That
you
kiss
do it.
that was Ben but looked like Eskel really got to her, I guess.
So confused.
That was
Listen,
confusing.
There's a whole lot to unpack here, but
Gave
we're
her
just
a
gonna
little bit of
throw-
euphoria for some
We're just
reason.
gonna throw away the whole suitcase.
He's like, I don't have time to unpack that. Anyway.
You reach out and I think it works too well, and you see a shadow around the corner, and you see a familiar figure just kind of walking in a direction.
Oh. What's its fucking name?
Sebastian.
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 Oh.
I was
I was
like,
gonna get
what?
Simon.
Scrolling through all the S names in this campaign. Fucking.
I see him
I guess
walking.
There's you
He's
like
gonna
see a brief flicker of movement in the corner of your eye, and you see just like him move around a corner, clearly like
I
heading somewhere.
Oh, I follow.
I follow Dotty.
You keep this cat and mouse for a couple corners of him just being slightly out of view until you just find yourself in this corner of a room that has no doors or anything. It's like a billiards room. There's a bookshelf. There's a really nice painting of the island. Cool pew rack.
Pull some books.
Yeah, I was literally about to start pulling books.
No, wait.
Is there any? Is there any book
Is there
that
a
looks
switch?
like it's not supposed to be there?
Perceive.
Yeah.
Has the
Or
dust
like a
been
really
moved under it
obvious
recently?
title.
Is there a book that like looks like it's 3D rendered when the rest of them are just a 2D screen?
There fucking is. I'll
Painted.
tell you
Oh
what.
my god!
There is, in fact, yeah.
Where are these all coming from? There's a
It's-
book that says entrance.
I mean,
Oh, this
nobody's supposed to
See
be
you
here
later.
anyway, other than the CEOs. They're not super lit. It's a really obviously placed book that they weren't. They don't expect anyone to be here anyway that isn't them.
It says pull this one, and then on the book's next to it, it says not this one or this one.
Definitely not this one.
3 being the holy
Hold and
number,
your
thou
hands
shalt
get
count.
sanitized when you pull it. It has a hand sanitizer as you pull it, so you're always.
4 shalt thou not count, neither count thou 2, excepting that thou proceedest onwards to 3, and you pull the book. And there's a small pneumatic hiss in the corner, and you just see door opens with a very small elevator on the other side.
I suspect that the others are down here. What is our game plan?
You're Eskel Novak. You're here
You're
for
good
business.
Eskel. We're following your lead, Ben.
Mr. Novak.
Okay.
If everyone
I mean,
else is
Mr.
here-
Novak. Ugh, yeah.
If everyone else is here, then that would mean that you're the last to arrive. So
Yep.
they're not like waiting for you, are they?
I fucking hope not.
I guess it's really our only option, isn't it?
Should we split up?
There's cameras everywhere.
Well, there's cameras up here. You don't know if there's cameras downstairs.
Yeah, we don't know where they are downstairs.
I guess we could ride the elevator and see.
Yeah.
Push down there.
Alright. You will pack into the elevator. It's a little tight. It's not a super large elevator. It's definitely
it's
not meant
for one person.
Well, it's more like they don't usually expect like multiple people to take it at the same time. It's just whoever gets there. And you're not in like sardines, but it's still just like, you know, your shoulders are bumping. Like, sorry, I'm sorry, sorry. Except for Eskel, who never says sorry.
But big.
The
You
door
won't shut up.
closes, and there's not even any buttons inside. It's just the door closes, the lights go red, and you feel it very smoothly descend down, not more than a floor, and then opens up into just as lavish as upstairs, but not as many like unnecessary amenities. Very lavishly decorated lounge area on the other side, and you can see there's another very large holographic display that currently has news reports going on it in a bunch of different places. And you can see in this lounge there are 3 people. One of them is a very well-dressed woman with dark brown skin that has a golden sheen to it, and just like any kind of accessory that you can think of, she has it. Earrings.
The CEO of Cat.
The CEO of Kachi, yeah, probably.
Yep.
Long purple hair.
She looks like she came from the capital.
Yeah, absolutely. One of them is a smaller, a shorter gentleman with dusty brown hair that gives the look of like someone trying too hard to look like they're like a farmer, like very much like farmer chic, like the country singers that have $10,000 boots.
Is he like the
Doug Dimmadome. Understood.
Doug Dimmadome? Is
Owner
he
of
like the
Dimsdale
CEO of
Dimmadome?
He has a
agriculture?
really big hat.
CEO of Dryad, probably.
Got it.
Um, and one more that is a woman with gold clothes on, but it kind of gives this
She's also
sheen of
here.
like electricity almost
Okay.
to it.
She's the electricity district. I can't remember the name of it.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Bin knows these
And-
people's names, right?
Absolutely. The first woman, her name is Geneva. The gentleman, his name is Cam, and the other woman, her name is Nano.
Last name Bite? Fucking what?
10. I don't know.
Your name is binary. What?
Yeah. Who are you to say anything?
Shut the fuck up, Bin!
Be nice.
Our
I came
friend.
from Satyr, where binary is a form of measurement, and not Satyr. Sorry, Sphinx.
You literally named yourself non-binary.
I named myself binary as a non-binary bitch. Thank you very much. Anyway,
But as soon as it opens, their eyes are all on you. The woman gets up off of the chair and says, "Well, it's about time, Eskel. How are things going out there? Do we need to worry about any loss of power over here? Don't suppose they've managed to cause any trouble over in Valkyrie, have they?"
now from what I saw, it seems that everything is chaos and hell as we know it, but for the most part it's being contained. But they're quickly losing it, so...
Unfortunate. Well, you're here now, and you're safe. Well, we can discuss things later, but for now, enjoy the amenities, and we'll get to business as soon as you've settled in.
Of course, of course. And he goes to look at the televisions to see what's going on for just a few moments, as Eskel usually would do, before
The
checking his cuffs again. and
Geneva just
continuing on.
hands you this glass of the nicest wine that you have ever smelled. Probably cost about as much as an entire building.
He doesn't drink wine, he drinks whiskey. So he passes it off to
He
Missy.
drinks brandy, first of all.
Oh my god, are we gonna get somatical with this?
Yes!
Fucking this?
I'm gonna be perfectly honest, that was in fact a test and you passed it, so I'm not gonna make you roll for anything.
I was waiting. I was waiting for an alcoholic beverage to be given to me, and if it was anything that wasn't whiskey or brandy, I wasn't gonna drink it.
What if it was like an apple teeny and that's like a secret thing we're drinking? The only
A cosmopolitan. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Dark and
See-
stormy.
He's secretly an old-fashioned guy.
Yeah, he would.
Boring. Boo. Exciting choice. Martini.
She kind of gives a nod, and she does give Missy an up and down, just like is not going to ask any questions, but is clearly judging.
Missy's gonna say hi.
She just smiles and nods, and then goes back over to the couch. Where are you going from here?
I didn't think we'd get this far.
Same. Bin's gonna keep walking forward. Is there another room?
Yeah,
Or is this it? Okay.
There's a full underground bunker.
Cool. Is there any cameras here?
You don't see any cameras here now.
There's probably like rooms, right? Are there
There-
designated rooms? I bet ours is decorated all like phoenixes.
Yes, there's a few like common rooms. You get a few nods as you pass through, but in like the back corner there is a hallway there's literally just like a hallway of doors, each of which have the logo of each company on them.
Easy as fucking pie.
Vin goes up to it, and since technically, your name is Vaughn, and since Vaughn got into his eyeball to get Eskel's
Eyeball.
shit, he's just going to use Eskel's credentials to basically get their way in.
Go ahead and roll me. I think let's call it analyze is probably the best here.
I'm a push.
Push
'Cause
your way.
I don't trust myself. We're in risky.
Risky standard. Yep. You're playing the game very well, but there's never going to be a point from now on where you're controlled.
Okay, it's a 4.
All right, you do it. The door opens, but I'm gonna tick that clock again.
It's gonna be so funny when he shows up.
Yes, funny is the word I would use.
You better be so fast to say that that's the wrong Eskel.
Second I see him, that's not me. That's not it.
I can't wait to shoot him.
The
Guards.
the credentials get you through. The door opens into, again, I'm going to keep using the word lavish because it's the best descriptor for this. Very, very fancy bedroom on the other side with a very lavish bathroom next to it with a full ass jacuzzi in it.
Second the door's shut, as soon as Ben sees it, there's no cameras, correct?
No cameras.
As soon as he sees that there's no cameras, he fucking slouches. He just like fucking heaves.
Oh.
He hates this so much.
You're doing good.
You're very good at being Eskel.
I've been around him a lot.
We've noticed.
I figured. So what's the game plan now? It's only a matter of time before he shows up.
We need to find whatever the fuck they're hiding here. Whatever's like putting out signals into space.
Is there a computer here?
Of course.
Sure, there. Yeah, like.
Ben goes in. Is it like it? Obviously, it's password protected. But does Ben know the password?
It's not like
It's just Eskel's birthday.
it's just Eskel's birthday. Like logging into the computer is not the problem here. Like you've gotten so far, they're not expecting anybody to be here that isn't supposed to be here. So logging into it is easy enough. The trick is finding the information that you want to find.
Okay.
Knowing where to look is just as difficult as knowing how to look.
Okay. He's going to. Should we do a group check for analyze? How we feeling, gang?
For the computer or just like in general?
Like to get this information.
Ooh.
If we did a group, I could lead it because I only have 3 stress right now.
Just
Okay.
everybody on a different part of the keyboards.
Fucking hacker voice at all 4 of us at the same time. We're
Just
in.
like the worst parts of NCIS, where there's just 2 people on a single keyboard, which makes absolutely no sense.
But yeah. So
if you want to do a group analyze, yeah, go for it. Who's leading?
Sure. Me.
Aiden.
Aiden.
Okay.
We're in risky.
Yeah.
Risky, standard,
Yeah.
plus
Haru,
minus whatever harms you might have. So
Perfect.
like for Ben,
Hey.
like for Ben, it would actually be risky.
Is that a crit?
Do you have the thing that gives you separate rolls of 6 equal a crit?
No.
that?
Does someone have that?
Which one is that?
Is that might be from Scum and Villainy?
Hold on. Series reference. No, the protagonist. What do we have?
I
Not
don't
me.
think that.
No, I think I'm thinking of something from Scum and Villainy.
I think you are too.
Okay, so
So then you get to decide. Is it
um,
great?
I'm gonna say it's not a crit.
But,
Um,
but.
It's still a 6, which means you get to do what you want to do.
Okay.
Do I get one stress from that?
But Hayden takes 2 stress.
2 stress. Okay.
2 stress.
I take it.
So you put your hacker skills to work.
Where in
Mine now.
Conrad?
It's there's actually an entrance in every room to go further down
space?
into
Oh.
to go further down into the complex.
There's more.
You essentially find like a small blueprint that shows the top 2 levels and then the subterranean where you guys are, and then you see leading out of each of these individual rooms there is another elevator that goes down, but past that the code is scrambled and everything beyond this elevator shaft is fuzzy, but it's in this room somewhere.
Does it say?
You know what? With the 2 6s, I'll say there is it does show you where, like, you click it in and you accidentally hit just the right links that you get to the would you like to open the elevator now, and
We
press
accidentally
yes.
typed boob, and it gave us that.
Boob was Askel's password to open the super secret elevator.
Yay!
Nice.
Boop!
Nice. Well, no, it's Boob 69.
Ah, got it.
He knows how to write it upside down from calculator too.
Yep,
There you go.
8008.
6-9.
Okay, here's the thing.
You-
If we all go down, they're gonna be like waiting for you to come back.
So does that mean
So you go down?
Well, I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you want to
You
just
three
roll
go
the
down.
dice and just expect
Well,
you to
it
be a
would look
dick and
weird.
take forever? Or...
We
It would
could
look weird if Dotty
just-
wasn't
we
with
could
you.
split up. Me and Ben can go back there while you two go.
I guess.
He didn't. Yeah.
We can go watch them and make sure they don't like fucking leave and shit or
Can you like ask where the fuck everybody else is? Just like try and get some information?
yeah, we can go do that right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if anyone asks where your guards are, you could just say that we powered down.
Yeah.
They're
and you're-
powered down.
Yeah, they're in the room. I don't think anyone's gonna. Think anyone gives a shit. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't think they give a fuck.
I don't even give a fuck.
They're more
Um,
interested in this one, and he kind of points over at Dotty.
Listen, there's a lot of me to go around. Missy, not me. Sorry, Missy.
I'm just gonna apologize in advance.
What?
Eskel is a dick.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
What I'm saying is I'm saying sorry if
You
I
know-
treat you like him.
It's alright. I know it's just for pretend. I hope it's just for pretend.
I guarantee you, it is just for pretend.
Alright.
Thinks back to several nights previous where
Don't worry about that. Nope, we're not worrying about that.
where Ben was acting very much like Eskel for realsies.
Don't gotta worry about that.
Are you sure?
Just for pretend.
Just for pretend, yeah. Okay, so
All right. You got your communicators on you. You'll let us know if you're in trouble down there, and we'll
Yeah,
come.
Same to you too.
Okay.
If you
okay.
hear pineapple, fucking run.
That's fucking what a
then
random
our-
word to use.
Exactly.
They,
What a random word to use that cannot be misconstrued as any other word when it's said.
I like
I don't remember
pineapples.
if there was pineapple out there. You shouldn't have any, just to be safe.
they immediately order Hawaiian pizza.
No! I don't like fruit on my pizza.
I'm allergic to pineapple. Jess is not Dotty. Dotty probably.
Oh no! Dotty, no! That's sad, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
If
Is
we
you
considered like
pina
rutabaga.
coladas,
Huh?
Rutabaga.
Oh, yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
let me
too
try and
random.
slip
Pineapple makes
rutabaga
sense. 'cause
into
it's
normal
delicious.
conversation.
Pineapple.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
gonna go.
Alright, we gotta
Hey,
go.
pineapple. Wait, no, we're not supposed to fucking say that. Go.
Immediately burst down the door.
What's wrong?
Alright,
Alright, yeah, I guess Hayden and Vaughn are going to the
So-
secret elevator number 2.
Dotty, you
Right,
got gun?
then.
Do you have
Of
gun?
course, I got a gun.
She
Hello.
always has gun.
she's Dotty.
I know, but
Stupid
Ben don't got
question.
gun. So if we get into a problem,
Dotty
I
got
need
gun.
To...
Dotty always
got
got gun.
Open a trench coat. There's like 20 of them in there.
What do we
Which
think?
one do you want?
They're
Hold that
selling
one.
watches.
Are you?
What does
Wanna
Missy
buy a
look like?
sundial?
Tiny pistols out of her buttons.
I don't know. What did you make her look
I'm
like?
picturing Megan Fox.
I
Yep.
think she looks like Megan Fox then.
Yeah.
There's
She
not
looks
a lot
like
of
Megan
places to
Fox.
hide things on Megan Fox, I'm just saying.
Specifically from the
Oh.
Transformers movies, or
Yeah.
I was thinking Jennifer's
No,
body.
from like yeah.
Oh no, Jennifer's
body.
body. Jennifer's
Okay.
body. Megan Fox. Huh?
Of course.
Are
Thank
you
you.
splitting
you
with
all need to stop
Vaughn
being
and?
gay for a minute.
I would
Excuse you.
never.
Are you splitting with Vaughn and Starboy first? I ask because I desperately have to use the
Yes.
bathroom. Thank you.
Well, actually, let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break here. It's a good time.
I need more
Yeah.
water.
I have to
We'll
piss
see you back
so
in
bad.
10. Go piss, girl.
Going in. Back in the
Welcome back.
mainframe.
We're in.
It's time to hack into the mainframe.
And not our notes app.
Maybe
both.
So, Vaughn and Hayden are descending into the belly of the beast. The last elevator you went in was like a story. The one before that in Phoenix HQ was about 5 stories. This one goes down a lot further. You
It's
feel
like a
yourself.
tower.
Are they just in there? Is there elevator music, please?
Yeah, it's what's playing right now. It's really spooky elevator music.
You're actually
Very
a
in-
tower of
very
terror. Good
industrial.
luck.
Yeah. To find a way out. No.
This is
That's
a
what I'm
new
mentioning.
voice.
I know that's not Tower of Terror.
Damn.
The Tower of Terror doesn't even exist
1939.
anymore. It's a stupid fucking Rick and Morty experience thing, whatever now.
Fuck it. Hello?
Is this room actually stretching, or is it just your imagination?
Hey,
to
so what do
find-
they do when they go all the way down?
Apparently, they have a discussion while they're descending about what's on their notes app. But eventually, after feels like the descent is so smooth that it's hard to tell how fast you've been going, but it did last for like half a minute, which is
Would
a long time
they-
to be in an elevator.
I mean, like, yeah, like, would they come up with like a plan? Because I don't know. I mean, I guess really
It
all
would
we can do
be
is wait.
this would be good fodder for flashbacks later,
Great,
Sure.
amazing. I like
which
that.
we never ever use because we always
Well-
forget they exist.
Perhaps today.
Perhaps today.
Today's the day.
You open up into the first thing is that hits you is the smell. There's a very sterile smell. Not sterile like bleach, but sterile like there's very much there's no smell of anything. It smells like nothing down here, which is a very odd thing to smell for humans who are used to smelling whatever's in the air, whether it's dust or water vapor or just whatever perfume someone has on. Down here, nothing but the smell of maybe a tang of metal on the air. In front of you is a long hallway, and you can see what look like maybe laboratories on the side. You can see these panes of glass, and on the other side are sterile rooms full of computers and other things that look like R&D, research and development kind of stuff.
Is there? Sorry, I zoned out for like a second. There's a hallway, there's windows, you can shut up. Is there like, does it look like there's a big door at the end of the hallway? Something more important, perhaps?
There is like it turns eventually. It's
So-
not just like a dead end. No.
Okay, and is it one hallway or is like one like a bunch of rooms with like the wind? Like, does
Well,
it
there's-
look like?
There's like a
Testing room?
hall a horizontal hallway that's clearly has like all of the individual elevators from the other rooms upstairs.
Does it
But
look like
otherwise,
there are-
it's just this one central hallway away from these elevator rooms.
Does it look like anyone else is down there, or can we hear anybody?
If you want to perceive,
Perceive.
perceive.
Okay. Perceive.
Should
Yeah.
we both do
Parmesan.
that?
If you both want to do it, you can both do it.
Let's do it.
Hey.
Ow! My eye!
Am I assuming you're doing this as a group check, or
I mean,
it can be separate if you want.
Don't
You're
just
just
be
both gonna have
separate.
different. You
I
can
was
do it
like,
separate. I don't know.
because then I
it's
won't take
up to you.
stress, so we could do separate. Hayden just doesn't see
Okay.
nothing.
So separate. So risky standard. The 4 consequence is going to be the Eskel showing up gets a little bit closer. The 1, however, on Hayden's side.
Consequence.
Your consequence, yes. Let me see.
Where's the clock?
By the islands.
Yeah, down here by the
Hayden
islands.
is blinded.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah, it is.
It's close. So things go badly. So Vaughn, listening, that you don't hear any sound of anybody else being down here. No sound of footsteps or even the movement of air that would betray someone breathing nearby, or even just like somebody walking by. Starboy, you get a little too close to one of the windows. And just almost instinctively kind of like get close and put your hand up against it. And above you, there's a little nozzle that this gas comes down towards you, and you are going to take a level 2 harm, which is nerve gas, unless you
And
resist.
Okay. Because I have two different things. I
Mhm.
have you don't have to feel it, which would
Right.
reduce it to a level 1 harm.
Well, it would be a level 2 harm, but you would treat it as a level 1 harm.
Got it. Or I resist and then add more stress, possibly.
Correct.
I think I'm still okay. I have 4 left. I'll resist.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. I believe it would be Sun. Cool. That's 5 stress, my guy.
Can I resist the resist?
Hey, are you
Well,
eclipsing?
you're gonna make me an eclipse roll now, is what you're gonna do.
This is like the worst time, perhaps, for that.
Yeah. Can I take it back?
You cannot take it back.
I know.
Aw, beans.
Aw, beans.
Oh, beans indeed. It's
I've only gotten this close once.
gonna be either a sun or a moon check.
We're boned. I'm boned.
You know, I'm gonna do moon.
Okay.
I'm gonna do moon. Cause sun has hurt me.
Resist consequences from despair or heartbreak.
I'm gonna spend a link I have with Hayden to prevent their eclipse because I can do that on a 4 or 5 roll.
Okay, yeah.
Aww.
You for a brief moment feel really stupid that you fell for such like an obvious trap.
Idiot.
It's stupid. But then you remember what words from Bin do you remember in this moment?
No matter
to
how
keep
stupid
you
you
off
are,
of-
just know that I'm probably gonna do something more stupid.
That's not helpful.
But
You're not here now.
it's at least distracting enough to keep you away from falling into eclipse.
I'm gonna also spend another
Are
thing.
you sure?
Yes, because I can to take away 2 stress.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
I'm fine.
Fucking
Vaughn just looks over like, what the fuck are you doing?
Sorry, it looked. You know what? It probably looked like one. Does it look like a testing room?
Yes,
Like-
there's it looks like an R&D division.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
and
he
this
probably
particular
like was
room-
reminded of growing up.
What you can see beyond this one, what's something that happened to Aqua Pearl that it constantly sticks with Starboy in what like the kind of stuff that they did to her when she became an MG.
Good or bad?
Yes.
Great.
Preferably bad.
Preferably bad. I mean, he probably remembers her coming home crying or just like absolutely drained, devastated. Like she's just coming home just kind of broken a lot. And her asking him to like comfort her a lot, without really doing much else.
What you see on the other side of the glass
Cool.
is eyeball testing. And all of the eyeballs are like they're clearly trying to make them have tear ducts. So all of the eyeballs on the other side are crying. Completely separate from like any human skulls or even prosthetic skulls. It's just like an assembly line of eyes with tear ducts attached to them.
Why are you the way that you are?
He probably like stumbles back and like hits the opposite wall. Like that was probably really jarring.
Another small alarm goes
Yeah,
off.
no. I think Vaughn just like catches him, like, okay, chill.
Wanna just hold him in the middle of the hallway.
Hayden, I need you to lock it in, okay? Hayden?
I can't do this.
We can have a fucking panic attack later. We don't have time for this shit right now.
But yeah, he looks pretty shaken up.
Fucking pull yourself together.
I mean, but Vaughn has probably seen this stuff all the time because this is how it works. You research something, you make a bunch of different ways for it to work, you make it try to work, and either it works or it doesn't, and go back to the drawing board. And sometimes it looks really fucking creepy.
Just pat his back.
Um,
It's gonna be okay.
But
bud.
you back away and you move away from the trauma center, down the hallway, around the corner, and as you pass, like each of these windows shows some new fresh hell in development that, out of context, looks like a horror movie scene.
He's got my hands on either side of Hayden's eyeballs, so he's not
Literal
looking.
horse blinders.
Just walk straight ahead.
So yeah, I guess they're going all the way to the end of the hallway as fast as they can past these terrible, terrible images.
Can both of you...
No.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I'm gonna say it to do it anyway. Roll me some sun for both of you.
Okay, son.
Ha.
Son has been.
Hey, look at us.
So you both take one
God.
stress.
I'll take
As
it.
the further down this hallway you go, at first you think it's just like the sound of the machinery, but you realize you're hearing stuff. It's not even like intelligible words. It's just like this background noise that's kind of like almost sub-auditory noises that you can feel more than hear in like the base of your skull.
Hate that.
And it's getting very lightly louder the further down this hallway you're going. Down a few more turns, and you notice it's kind of on a very light incline, and you're kind of going in this spiral down even further.
Hayden's gonna look at Vaughn and try and gauge if she's feeling the same thing.
Just exchange a
we stop?
look. I mean, I feel like we have to keep going.
Yeah. I just, both of us still have a lot of MG tech, and we can't talk to machines like Dotty and Ben can.
Have we tried?
Um,
Because we both talk to ghosts, apparently, so...
I'm still processing that.
Yeah, I don't really want to think about it. Maybe we can just, I don't know. Do you want to try and reach out now? See what happens before we get any closer?
Sure, how do they do it? Usually.
Maybe thinking of the person you saw might help. Since that's how we connected before. I'm just gonna close my eyes, I guess.
Okay.
Hold my hands.
I was gonna do the exact same thing because they're like, okay.
We're just
Now they're
holding hands
staring
in the
into the
hallway.
Their eyes closed. Is it working? Should we roll?
You don't need to roll because the moment you like try and open your thoughts up, it hits you like a freight train. Release us.
Oh, beans.
The same phrase that you've heard 100 times before, that Dotty has mentioned hearing before. Release us.
Hayden's probably gonna open his eyes and look at Vaughn.
I feel like Vaughn would maybe still have her eyes closed. And are you in the room ahead?
Now I would like you to roll empathize.
Oh man, that's
You can do it.
I'm not.
Hayden-
Vaughn isn't
Hayden-
good at that.
Hayden, if you... Okay, well, I was gonna say that if Hayden had a link with me, they could use it on you. To, like, keep
Oh.
you nice.
Bad.
I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna. I want to
Take
be.
the lower
Wait.
of
Hold
the
on.
two.
I was gonna
Oh,
say-
okay, yeah, no, it's not good.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait.
I'm waiting.
What happens first?
I don't think we get to know what happens first.
Well, because like one of I don't know if
you
I
do
need,
get to
like,
know what
personal
happens first. What happens is that things go badly.
armor.
And you lose this opportunity. You feel like yourself wrenched out of this mental link that you have before you can get any kind of information out of it. You have a bit of a headache, but just the loss of the connection feels not good. You feel a little sick in your stomach.
Okay,
What happened?
I'm not gonna do that again. Feel a little. I'm gonna throw up.
Do you need?
Wait, you have
Holds
Tums?
up his hands, but he looks really uncomfortable about it. You need to
Are you offering me your hand to throw up in?
maybe.
No,
I don't know. Is this what you want?
No! Just, I like turn him around. Let's go!
Okay.
Baby boy.
He's trying his best.
He is. As you continue delving into the ground, we're gonna skip back over to Eskel and Missy.
Party time.
As the two of you pop out of the room, do you make it look like you're tussled? Sex hair?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Dottie would preemptively do that
Of
to both
course.
of them.
Yeah, as she's doing it to Ben. Ben is very tense, very quiet, very anxious, very stressed.
You leave go into the common areas. You can see a couple people still, people have moved around. They're talking to each other. I think Nano probably comes by at some point. Are you two like sticking together as a pair, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think so.
just checking. Nano comes over in her. I just thought of her in the fucking honeybee lovely outfit now. I
I
know,
don't know
it's
what that is, and I
definitely
don't want to know
not
what that is.
that,
Thank
but
you.
don't
Don't
worry
know.
about it.
Don't want to know. I'm okay.
It's weeb shit, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm good.
Just kind of takes Eskel's other arm, and just Eskel, darling, can we perhaps have a bit of a private conversation over there? I'm a little bit worried about what's going on outdoors.
What does Ben know about Nano and the relationship with Eskel? I know they're friendly, but like.
I mean, all the CEOs are buddy.
Mhm.
I think Ben would know there's kind of an unspoken rule that is usually followed, that there's no hanky-panky between CEOs. But I think last you recall, Valkyrie and Phoenix were on fairly good terms. Phoenix, for health purposes, they take up a lot of energy, so they have a lot of talk.
Yeah, need electricity to be able to run a whole bunch of medical shit.
Exactly.
Yes. Missy, why don't you go ahead and get yourself a drink? Maybe talk to some of the people. I don't really care. Alright, go ahead.
And she does. She makes herself at home.
Nano pulls you over into a nice corner with it's essentially like a smoking corner, for lack of a better term.
Crosses his arms, just kind of. Yes.
She She pulls out whatever the cyberpunk version of a vape is.
Sure.
Um,
A vape.
a
I was
vape,
gonna say it's
sure.
vape.
I mean, I guess. You see her take a nice hit and blows it in Eskel's face. Has a bit of a citrusy smell to it. And she just gives you a grin, like she's enjoying playing with you. And just says, "So, you can tell me how it really is up there. I know you're trying to make sure that our friends don't get too upset, but I've seen pictures. You're certain that there's no problem zone or Valkyrie that we're not going to have to worry about? I know our generators should last for a while now, but if they take out the power plants, that could be, well, the city's already in enough trouble as it is. We hardly need to add a complete power outage to the mix."
I mean, do you have men up there still that can protect them in case things go awry? I
Well,
wasn't exactly the most truthful, but they could be encroaching on that space soon if we're not careful.
you know, Myrmidon has been taking care of most of those issues for the moment, but yes, I have a few private workers that are always, on the up and up.
I mean, for every one of ours, there's about 3 or 5 of those. We can't
And
keep.
therein lies the problem.
That is true. Do you recommend?
It's a difficult situation, but targeted EMPs could be useful. Most of the, in fact, all of the power converters are EMP shielded, but can't say the same for the Valkyrie drones as well as the neighboring buildings.
We'll say it's for the greater good.
You don't have to give me that track down here, love.
Whatever we have to do to make sure that people get back on track, and this doesn't blow up in our faces.
All right, I'll put in let's call it a work order. She goes to take a few steps away and then turns back and says, "By the way, your new pet, you're disposing of her before we leave, right?"
Of course. Everyone gets their one chance to come. Unfortunately, not many get the chance to leave.
Go ahead and roll me conceal.
I'm gonna push.
Sure. I think because regardless of knowing what Eskel would say, it's still Dotty.
Mm-hmm. You said conceal?
Conceal, yeah. Does anyone want to throw in an assist there, Missy?
Yeah.
Alright, so 1 stress for Missy, and you get an extra dice. Risky standard. Actually, I'll say risky greater, but because you have a level 1 harm, brings it down to risky standard.
Five.
You do it. So she believes you. But there is a consequence.
Consequences. I feel bad.
The consequence is you feel bad, but the consequence is also that time moves ever onwards. And
Eskel, fuck off.
Eskel is that close.
As he's leaving. Now, I don't know if I should bring this up with the others, but, as I was heading this way over, I noticed that... at least a couple of people, especially over in the how the fuck do you pronounce it?
Catchy.
Catchy. They're Oh my god, what the fuck are they called?
Disguise kits?
No. Just the like
Holograms? Hey,
holograms,
well,
cybernetic, cosmetics. That one.
sure.
Their cosmetics seems to be on the fritz. I'm not entirely sure, but a couple of people have been going on the fray. I tried to get myself out of there as quickly as possible, but should probably give you a heads up. See if we should tell the others.
I'll make sure that the necessary people are made known.
Good.
She
Onward and
tips her vape to you and takes another drag.
He rolls his eyes as Eskel would do, and heads back over to Missy.
Everyone has their vices, hun. Yours is women.
Hey, mine's healthier.
I sincerely doubt your ex-wife would agree.
Tight smile, as if that hit a nerve.
What has Missy been doing in the meantime?
I'm glad you asked.
Oh, glad to ask.
Mitzi has gotten very comfortable on the couch with the other CEOs,
Mm-hmm.
and she is going to drink the alcohol because it was offered to her. Because Eskel told her that she could, so she poured herself another glass of wine. She didn't drink the first one; she literally put it in the room. But now she's like actively drinking the second one, and she's pretending she's a little tipsy. And she's snuggling up really, really close to the other CEOs.
Okay. To what purpose?
Get information out of them.
Okay. What do you want to roll for it? Is this another conceal or is it express?
Conceal.
Sure.
Not terrible.
Cool. What kind of information are you jonesing for?
She's just like, so I've never even heard of this island before. This is crazy, and things are so nice over here.
Well, the fellow Cam, he doesn't seem like he's like fawning over Missy, but much like any person with an ego enjoys someone kissing their ass, and is just also drinking. He's got like a whiskey sour, because I'm just gonna lean straight into the stereotype. Why not? And just says, yeah, well, power comes with its, its benefits. You work hard enough to get up this high, and, well, I dare say that we've earned a few creature comforts. Shut up, Cork. Only the best of the best make it out this far.
The best and the best, and the people sleeping with the best of the best. It seems.
Well, far be it from me to deny anyone their own preferences. But
What, am I not your preference?
no offense, honey, but you got the wrong parts from me.
We love a gay man! We love a gay man! Good!
But I do appreciate the compliments.
Confirmed gay CEO. They're not all evil.
I was gonna say, he is evil, but he's gay.
Representation that we needed.
Even gay people can be evil, see,
Even
guys?
gay people can be evil.
This is a win for the queers.
And okay, and then Dottie turns to the other CEO. What about you? Do I have the pots you like? I think the other one's a woman, right?
Yes. And she just says, "Honey, I like all parts."
Yeah, me too.
Pansexual queen. This is now us just playing CEO dating sim, okay?
I think
They're
Eskel's
evil,
the
but
only
they're so
straight
gay.
one.
Not CEO dating simulator.
You know what? Trademark it. Somebody write it.
No,
Listen,
thank
if
you.
there
I
can
don't
be
want
a dating
that.
sim about pigeons.
If they can, yeah. If someone can make Hatoful boyfriend, then we can make CEO boyfriend.
No beautiful boyfriend. Next campaign, all pigeons. That's all I'm saying. I'm out.
All pigeons.
You
All pigeons.
you chat them up, and after a few moments of that, Eskel flaps by
No, he does not.
Interesting.
He does not.
like a dove.
No.
He walks over.
Eskel saunters over.
Yeah, like a fucking normal person.
Uh-huh. Well, then don't do this next time.
I was
We've,
copying
we've lost the
Cork.
plot. I'm so sorry. And Missy is flirting up a storm.
Eskel clears his throat.
I don't think Missy would like clamor off of them. She would just look over.
You
Having
see,
fun?
Geneva at this point has kind of like half put her arm around Missy, and is just looks up and is like, "Oh, Eskel, you wouldn't mind sharing, would you?"
I mean, I.
Well, you said that I'm here to play with everyone.
Yes, but I would like for people to ask for permission before they use what's mine.
I was just window shopping at this point.
Didn't realize that there was a try-on portion of the window shopping. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
I could enjoy myself a lot more later.
We'll
But
see about that.
but I won't begrudge you your own. And like gently takes her hand off of Missy's shoulders.
Skull pulls Missy up and kisses her very publicly.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Nobody
That's
makes
confusing Dottie. Anyways.
I don't have time to unpack all
Stop
that.
kissing Dottie, please.
just
She's
the
confused.
suitcase is just overflowing at this
Yeah.
point. Bursting at the seams.
Uh-huh.
Once you grab Missy, what do you do?
Well, where are the others? I was told I was the last to arrive, and yet I'm only seeing 3 of you. Are they already down?
We've got I mean, you've seen them in like other rooms.
Okay.
I just haven't really gone into them.
Gone into detail. These are the 3
yeah.
main NPCs.
Yeah. Listen,
I'm not making you roleplay every single NPC, every
Right.
single CEO.
I am. Can I
Okay,
talk to
Daniel.
them?
What are their names? What do they look like?
What's
Can I
their
date
family
them?
like? What's their home life like? Tell me about it.
Geneva says, "Well, if you're so if you want to get started so badly, let me bring everyone in." And she
know
gets up to
what.
go and grab the rest of them for
Does Missy get to stay?
a discussion.
She's gonna die, so
We'll
why not?
see. But as the group
where's
is
that
formed,
clock? Where's that clock ticking?
it's still at 5 out of 6.
Oh, thank fuck! Eskel,
But
stay the
we're
fuck over there.
we're gonna jump back downstairs. As Vaughn and Starboy, eventually you run out of hallway. And in front of you, the hallway kind of splits open a little bit into a larger room with these two what can only be like security rooms, like you would see just outside of like a like a laboratory, very high-tech laboratory, and this very large glass door, opaque, clearly would like open some way, but this is where the hallway ends.
So is the big glass door blocking the way in?
Yes. Opaque, you can't see through it. It's like frosted glass.
Is it hacking time?
I think it is. My initial guess here is that maybe we're gonna have to do something simultaneously. So let's just take a look.
Okay.
Are the security rooms, those have doors?
Yes.
Or, okay.
You both go look in, and it does indeed seem like a sort of like, in order to get in, at least two people have to hit the button at the same time kind of thing, but it's a lot more than just a button.
Of course.
It's at least 3.
You have one set of credentials.
Oh man.
Um,
Uh-huh.
Does it? Is there a manual, perhaps?
The manual is that by looking at it, you can tell that essentially two different people with the proper clearance have to open the door at the same time in order for it to actually open.
Consider Vaughn has clearance.
Vaughn does, but you still need a second person's clearance.
Oh, I thought, okay.
This would be a good time for a flashback.
Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
Here's how flashbacks work.
maybe
Well, I know
one
how
of the
they
things
work.
that Dotty was doing was trying to get somebody's credentials off of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I vote that.
Like steal a badge or something.
And she did.
Essentially.
The woman that
So
was touching her.
yeah, in order to get Geneva's, so it is going to say I'm going to say for this it is a stressful kind of flashback, so we'll call it, regardless of the outcome, it is 1 stress.
I can't.
Not you,
Okay.
Dottie.
Oh,
Dottie takes
yeah.
1
Up
stress,
to you.
and then
Okay.
I guess probably conceal is good here. I could
I'm
give you
gonna
a poison
give you-
promise.
I'm
Okay,
gonna...
what's the well, I'll take it unless the poison promises Eskel is here.
I would say the poison promise is that it's going to set some greater foe on your trail and advance the adversary track.
I think that's not good, right?
Go.
I should not take that.
I'm
I-
giving you an extra
currently-
dice.
Okay. I think
Currently,
that's-
the blight track is at 2 out of 6.
Oh.
Well, no, 1 out of 6 because you guys used the
Yeah, we reset it.
reset it, and then it got 1 from Fallout.
So we could.
So it would only bring it
I
up to
think
2 out
no.
of 6. No,
I think
okay.
I don't want to risk all that.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna take.
You can
I'm
still
just gonna
push
take
yourself
Ben's,
if you like.
I'm gonna take Ben's 1 dice. So
Okay.
I think that'll be enough.
So roll and conceal
And
at
it
2
is.
dice. It is.
Yay.
Manage. There's a brief exchange of the downstairs group calling up with the communicators, being like, "Hey, I need someone's credentials. Can you give me somebody's?" And Dottie's like, "I got this, bitch." And absolutely
Be a bitch.
swipe Geneva's stuff. Like transfers the information down to you guys before slipping it back into Geneva's pocket so that she doesn't notice.
You are welcome.
Sorry, they let the security dogs out, apparently.
I am gonna give Dottie a level 1 harm,
Ooh.
which is just gonna be like stress.
A
Trauma.
hickey.
A hickey.
Trauma.
A hickey, yeah. Your level 1 harm is a hickey.
Sometimes it do be hurting.
It does look like you've had a level 2 harm this whole time, so you should have been rolling
Yes.
-1 dice though
Fuck.
for the future.
Oh darn. Shoot.
It's all right. Even with that, the conceal would have worked. So
Hooray.
because it was a 4 and a 5. So, yeah, you get those credentials down, and now you have Two peoples. You have Aspel's and you have Geneva's.
Okay, let's put him in.
We
You
do
gonna
it.
go ahead? All right.
Well,
Yeah, we
okay,
put
can
our
I like
buttons
try
in.
and check the doors and make sure they're not gonna fucking nerve gas us again if we touch them?
You get the sense, again, the further down you're getting, the less they're expecting intruders. But this one is like, as long as you put in the credentials right, you don't think it's immediately, there's no trap that's going to explode on you. The worry is if the credentials are wrong or you do the login incorrectly.
Vaughn
But-
still touches the door like she's afraid she's gonna get static shock, just like
Hayden's watching from the other station, like,
Mhm.
I'm good, it's fine, fine.
okay. Are we?
You both essentially you both hit the
Yeah.
enter key at the same time. Yeah.
Zoom.
And you see two green lights, boop boop, and then the frosted doors kind of, and there's a bit of mist that flows into the room from the room beyond.
Dramatic ass.
I'm sorry, I'll make it more boring next time.
A door opens. Inside is a box.
What's in the box? Whatever you want
What's
it
in
to
the
be.
bag?
What's in the box?
What's in the bag?
Do we go in quietly?
Yeah.
Carefully?
Hayden would be like,
The room beyond. You know what? I want to change the music for it. No, not that one. That one. The room beyond. It's a lot more empty than you would have thought something like this to be. You see a couple of monitors that are currently powered down, though as you enter, you see them kind of like flicker as energy starts running towards them. In the center of the room, you just see this raised dais. But there's nothing in here. There's no top secrets research. There's no person that has been locked in here for 1,000 years. And you're trying to piece together the puzzle when you see the two displays start to turn all the way on. And you see one of them, it shows a space station. You see this mechanical building in the middle of space that you can tell is floating in an orbit around the planet. You can see the moon in the background and stars in the far, far distance. And the second one is a login screen. But this one, I think Vaughn can tell just by looking, is that it is essentially a biometric scan. So all of your credentials have gotten you this far, but in order to go any further, you need, you need some kind of DNA sample.
Hayden's looking at the screen of space, and he's like, the only movie that this man has ever seen is
Wall-E.
Wall-E. And so he's like, it's like
That's
seeing
like the
something.
place that Wally was.
Hey, no, it's like seeing something that you have only seen on television, and it's on another screen here, but like it looks like it is definitely real. It's just not really making a lot of sense. He knows space exists. It's just like not something that he thought he would ever look at.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You see, as you're looking, the first screen flashes away from the space station, and you see a building on a white backdrop. And it takes you a second to really place it before you look further in the background and you see Nova in the background. And you can tell that what you are looking at is some kind of lunar base.
Nova?
This is a lot. So
Was Ben right about the alien?
all right, let's not get carried away. Maybe.
I mean,
Um, so this might be going out on a limb here, but my father and I do share DNA. We don't have like the same fingerprints or eyeballs, mostly.
I don't want to talk about eyeballs right now.
So, I could try giving it like my blood or something, or, hair would probably be less messy.
What does it look like does it look like she has to put something in? Does it look like she has to put her thumbprint on something or do the thingy?
It's not like an eye scan or a thumbprint. It's a DNA sample. It's literally like a pinprick.
Oh.
It's like there's like a needle.
That makes the most sense.
We could try that, but if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go to shit.
Is the door open? Can we?
Door's still open, yeah.
I mean, I guess if it's like a pneumatic door, there's no really way to prop it open unless they put something kind of big so it can't like close all the way if that happens.
I feel like a place like this might have alarms if the door's open too long.
We just need it open long enough for us to get out of here.
Like a refrigerator at home. You guys, you've never had those refrigerators that scream at you if the door's open too long? Okay, anyway.
Hayden has never opened a refrigerator door.
I tried like a week ago.
He's trying to pull it from the wrong side.
I feel like it's suctions too much.
Pull, not push.
Okay, so you're saying we try it, but prop the door open so we can cheese it if I fuck up.
Yes. I know what that means. And then he's gonna go and look for like a chair. Is there like, I mean, I guess, I don't know. Is there any?
Completely empty.
Yeah. Too bad the dais can't move, huh? Twink. I guess he would be like, give it a try, and I guess I could hold the door open if necessary for long enough for you to get out.
I am scared. But we've come this far, and I have a feeling if we get
What about your
else
scythe?
down, what?
Your scythe.
What
the
about
door.
it?
Can't we use
To
We
prop
could use
open the
that to-
door?
long enough?
I'd have to transcend. And I kind of don't like to do that unless we're like super fucked in the moment.
Yeah.
What if you just stand by the door and hold it open?
Okay.
How far? Like how many feet is it away from where the scan is to the door?
30 feet.
That's not bad.
That's one action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be a dexterity saving throw. I mean, I'm sorry, a sun resistance roll.
Rabbit hop. I get an extra 15. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no, it would be stars because that would be a flow check. Anyway.
I mean, and yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna
Hayden
try.
can go and he's gonna probably have his wings out and like ready so that he could catch it fast.
Cool.
Also, a little bit of shield in
Puts
case
your
something
finger
comes
up.
from the outside.
It's like, all right, everybody be cool about this, please.
Fucking be so chill.
Be so fucking chill.
Fucking pricks your finger. Like Sleeping Beauty.
Just passes out.
I left it up to a fortune roll.
Don't do that.
What if you just said it
A lot of
works?
things happen very quickly.
I'm
Oh.
scared.
Ah. Eskel shows up.
The first thing that happens is you see the machine clearly, like you see DNA sequencing show up on the screen in front of you, all the chromosomes, and then you see it kind of compute for a second, and then you just see all of the lights go red. The two the two terminals immediately shut down. And yes, the doors start to
Go, 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 go!
What?
While that's happening, hold on, let me get the music again.
Fuck, 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 fuck!
He has to like stand like this, like he can run underneath.
This one.
Do like a baseball slide under your feet.
Go!
When that happens, upstairs, as all the CEOs are starting to
fuck.
gather for their meeting, you see the Bin and Dotty. You see the TV that has been broadcasting news from the mainland suddenly gets wiped, and you see Eskel Novak's face appear. And you hear him rattle off a string of numbers.
Shame! Fucking shame about that!
And all of the other CEOs immediately just like turn towards you and Missy.
Such a shame.
And then everything goes red. And there's just like you hear intruder alert in the background.
We're doing so well.
So
Does it say? Okay, hold on, whoa. Does it say where the intruder alert is coming from, or is it just a general intruder alert?
I think it does probably specify subterranean breach.
Fuck. Damn it.
So first, I would like flow checks from Vaughn and Starboy.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Flow specifically, not stars.
I would like to assist
It is flow
Vaughn
and
not spend any stress.
that's fine. Yeah, it's flow, and if you need to resist consequences, that will be a stars resistance roll.
So I
You
get
get
one.
extra dice.
I have nothing in flow.
Okay, 4.
Could be worse.
Starboy.
Yeah. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. There we go. I have 2, so I don't know. We'll see. Ha 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 ha!
Okay,
So
so you
nervy.
both do it. You both manage to just out of the doors before they slam shut on you.
Pineapple, 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 pineapple!
Pineapple. I think you both at the same
Yeah,
time
we
start yelling
figured that.
pineapple at each
Pineapple,
other.
pineapple.
You're just yelling pineapple at each other through the comms. However, both of you are going to take some consequences.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's start another clock here.
No.
Great.
Whoa.
Yes.
No!
Great. So cool and
I
fun.
know.
Oh, so is Eskel just never showing? Thank God. Fucking he just never shows up.
He just did on the screen.
He's on the screen,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but like he's
He's
not
here.
in person.
It was a metaphor the whole time.
You put the killing thing between
So
your
we're gonna make this a chase clock.
A chase?
A back and forth
Okay.
clock. Essentially, it will track how close you guys are to being caught and how close you are to being escaped. For now, you both failed, which means that's going to be 2 ticks towards getting caught.
Great. So cool and
No.
fun. Having such a good time.
No,
Because you guys have a long way to run up.
hey, quick question.
Quick answer.
So I
Daily
have an ability called Clock Stopper.
Okay.
If there's ever a question of who acts first, it's you. Once permission, when the director advances the clock, you may say no.
Okay. Then that clock
Hang
does
on to
not.
it.
Oh, hang on to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, also it's a transcendent ability, so I have to be a
Okay.
robot man. Never mind.
If you're wearing your disguise, does it still like can they still see you?
Yeah, will you allow me?
I mean, who knows? Right now,
Well, you do. I hear.
Vaughn and Starboy are running up a long hallway.
Yeah.
What are Bin and Dotty doing now that your cover is blown?
Well, it's not blown yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Well, they don't know who you are, but they definitely know that you're not Eskel.
Why? Why can't that other guy be not Eskel?
He just rattled off apparently like a sleeper code or something that's
Fucking sleeper 8, yeah. Fucking
All
rattle
the
off a code that
CEOs.
only he would know, yeah.
it was enough that you can tell just by the CEOs turning to look at you guys that they know
know.
the jig is up.
Yeah.
They know and you know.
Why jig up?
Because sometimes bad things happen.
Oh god, what do we do? What do we do?
I don't know, what do you do?
I'm waiting for you to do something first because I need you to fail so that way I can transcend. I can't do shit. I can't transcend
Okay,
without
great.
someone failing, so I need
So then,
that.
Fail
immediately when like all eyes turn to Bin, that he's the imposter,
Mm-hmm.
Missy's going to clamber off of him and be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Oh, great. Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Great. Awesome. I am being hung out to dry. Great.
Express? Using words with
Okay.
an agenda in mind? Or conceal. I think we're using a lot of conceal today.
Express is fine. Shit.
Hmm. Yeah, that's failure, obviously.
Oh, good.
And
I
one
mean,
of
you
the
can
CEOs,
resist it.
you can resist. Would be
I
a
mean, but
sudden
you need me to fail,
resistance.
don't you?
That is
Didn't you say
true.
you
I
need
do
to fail?
need you to fail.
Yeah, so I'll just take it as a fail.
Right.
I mean, technically, if you resist, it's still.
It's
could
when
A fail?
it's specifically when she suffers consequences from an action, so she does have to fail.
Okay.
So you, Dottie, you feel as you try and do this, like, no, who are you? You feel Geneva behind you, and you feel like your arms get grabbed in this vice grip. And you feel a shock as like a taser hits you. And
As
you're
that
taking level 2
Oh.
harm. That is
Thanks.
taser.
as that happens, the drops, and Bin is there in front of everyone.
Also, don't forget you have armor.
Me?
All of you have armor once you transcend. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh yes, once you transcend.
Funny seeing all of you here. Anyway, I'm gonna go. And you'll watch as his skin literally is torn apart as he throws down a shield in between all of the CEOs and the exit to the door. And he's going to grab Dottie. Which way are we? Are we exiting or are we, where are we going? What is the game plan here? Because
I
I'm
think
going,
you have to decide that.
fuck.
I don't fucking know. Like I literally.
We
Can you
still
go
need
back
to
and
talk
get
to
them?
that thing. We just need somebody's blood.
Got it. Oh, you need
I mean,
someone's
You
blood?
can always
Did you
come
did
back
you say
later.
that? Did you tell? Did you communicate that?
Okay, but if we come back later, just pretend Vaughn is over whatever fucking communicator.
Yeah, that's fine. If you say we just need someone's DNA, you guys
Need
absolutely hear that.
I mean, we could come back with it, but they're gonna be on like fucking high alert if we do.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's perfect. Who has Dottie in a vice grip?
Geneva.
Geneva.
Such a shame. The shield goes up between Geneva, Dottie, and Bin. And Bin says, Remember when I asked about guns? Sorry, Geneva, it's not your lucky day.
Dotty takes out her gun and shoots her.
Nope, I wasn't asking for you to do that. I was asking for
I-
a hostage. Oh,
I
wait.
think she does it anyway because it's funny.
It's canon. It's canon. Keep it. It's what she would do.
Wait!
Shoot it.
The gun goes
They
off.
only shot civilians. Let her do it.
This fucking panicking. Dotty takes her gun out and shoots her point blank in the fucking head. It's the funniest thing I've ever felt in my brain.
No, I love this. Please.
I have a hostage. Now I have a corpse.
It's so funny.
Honestly, roll me a defy check, Dotty.
Do what?
Roll me
Defy?
defy. Are you transcending in this moment, or
Why not?
cool?
Yeah, let me
So it's
transcend.
3 dice.
I love that it's the idea of her with like her cartoony guns doing it,
Yeah.
like the ones that say pop. Like
Oh, that is the
And
funniest
Bin just
thing.
horrified in the
That's
background.
Shame about the guns.
Hell yeah.
Murders.
Oh,
Yeah, she's just. There's a brief moment of betrayal on her face as she looks at Bin, and then you just hear splattered. She is
so
just-
bad.
her brain all over the wall.
Dottie, Dottie, Dottie,
What? You asked me if I had guns before?
before a hostage situation.
Okay, well, you need to be a little bit more, like, you gotta be a little bit more
Oh.
clear about what you want from me,
Jesus
because...
Christ. I'm gonna give you 2 ticks back on the clock.
So glad we got 2 ticks back. I fucking.
But you do have her body now.
Aren't
Don't
they,
get
like,
her
no
downstairs.
one-
I'm gonna scream. Get her
And
downstairs.
you start because the shield is holding.
Yeah.
Because none of them are MGs.
No.
So they are not capable of getting through your defense. And you just
Losers.
start dragging this what is now a corpse
no,
over
Dottie
to
is. Bin ain't doing
Yeah.
shit.
Dottie is
Bin's
dragging the
focusing
corpse,
on the field.
How do you can drag it?
dragging it over to the Phoenix luxury suite into the
God,
elevator.
how did we get here?
I don't know, Dottie. How did we?
Yeah, Dottie. How the fuck did we get here, Dottie?
Just as the door opens and you basically have a moment where the 2 groups run into each other.
I don't
Fucking
want to answer any fucking questions, either you or you. And he's looking at Hayden and
yeah,
Vaughn.
just Vaughn and
Fucking
Starboy. You just see this corpse of a woman that you just saw 5 minutes ago with her
He
head
was
just
dead when we got here. Just get her in.
and,
No, she wasn't. I
and
killed
Dottie is
her.
just covered in brain bits.
Oh my god. All right.
You wanted DNA?
Yeah, I
Fucking
do. Okay.
Congratulations.
Well, all right.
Is that an
Yeah.
eyeball?
No, there's no eyeballs. The eyeballs are gone.
That might be fucking worse. Okay, I mean, we gotta go fast, but the next question is, the doors and everything started shutting, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to get back in there.
Well, here's the good thing about force fields is it is an immovable force against a movable thing versus an unstoppable force. One thing's gonna break, and it's not gonna be my shields.
All right, we'll think about that on the way.
Basically, what he's saying is, you know how like there's that small space between doors? He's going to place a shield there, and he's going to expand the shields
Oh,
to basically force them open.
aye, Captain. Let's fucking go.
This is a really long elevator ride to have with a dead body.
Yes,
I
it
ask-
is, Dottie.
Can I ask you
this
all-
is, okay. First of all, this is your fault. You know you gotta be very specific with me. You said, Dotty, remember those guns that I asked you about?
No,
What
I
the
wanted
fuck was
to
I
finish
supposed
my
to do with them?
sentence.
That's what
Finn?
you said to her? What did you expect her to do?
I expected her to let me finish the fucking sentence.
Have you
Finn.
met her?
Ben, you hear the ghost of Dax's voice in the back of your mind saying, "Not right now, buddy."
Yeah, even Ghost Dax is like, this is not a fight you can win.
Yeah.
I would like you to make a group flow check.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Who's got the least stress right now?
Somewhat. I got Uno.
I
Certainly
think it's
not
Dotty.
Hayden.
I have 5.
I also have
Yep.
5.
Okay, so who wants to take it?
I could use I have 1 link with Bin. Can I use that to reduce 2 of my stress?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, and then
In
I'll
fact,
take.
now would probably be a good time to use all your links.
That is all I have.
He's not doing well this round, boys. Dottie's carrying us with all these sixes.
No, Vaughn's carrying us with these 6s. Let's
Zero
go.
dice.
No, that's lower of the 2. Lower of the
Lower
2.
the 2. Alright, so
Hayden's
that...
too freaked out about the body.
Wait, is that... Everybody rolled a 1 or a 2?
Shut up, really?
Yeah.
Do we get stuck on the
Can
elevator?
I?
Can we do something to undo it?
Alright, so first of all,
Can I push?
whoever was leading it takes 4 stress. You can't push after
who
the
was
rolls
leading
have
it?
gone
Let me-
out.
Can I resist?
I don't see why not.
Okay, it's stars, right?
This would be stars, yeah.
Okay.
In their multitudes. Alright, so it's 2 stress.
All right. I need to real quick roll something. Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh.
Is it an eclipse roll?
Don't worry about it.
Are you
Is it on-
worried?
Son of a gun.
Cool.
I
I do not have time to
resisted.
eclipse right now, please.
You
But
can't
I-
resist an eclipse roll.
No. What I'm saying is I resisted the failure to make it a 4
Or
for the group. So
it's just it happens. Essentially, you take that failure and you turn it into a 6, but you take 2 stress. But running down this hallway now, even Dax's voice can't keep your terrible thoughts away, especially after having just watched Dotty murk a bitch. What's up there, Starboy?
I was gonna say, can I do the same thing that Nico did for me? I have 1 link that I haven't used yet.
no,
Unfortunately,
because it's not a 4 or
one.
5.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, eclipse rolls are on a 6, you don't go into eclipse. On a 4 or 5, someone can spend a link to keep you out of eclipse, but a 1, 2, 3, it just happens.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're running down, kind of lagging behind, thinking about how you can't even get like a communicating with your maybe sort of girlfriend.
Okay.
And it's just like, why are you even here at this point? That's what's going through your head.
Yep.
But that's going through your mind as all of you are barely escaping. Like there's clearly some you're barely avoiding a bunch of different small traps on the way down, like tripwires and things like that. Thanks to the resistance, you don't fall victim to any of them until you are in front of that door again.
Ben is going to. The door is closed.
Door's closed.
Ben is going to do what I said, which is put a shield in between the space and expand the shield. And so,
Bye.
I'm gonna push.
Cool.
I'm pushing for a specific reason.
Mhm.
Risky, standard, transcendent, yes. Bonus die, 1. I'm not pushing for the dice, I'm pushing because of a different effect.
Right, the effect. 6, you do it.
Um,
You You all hear like this horrible screeching, grinding. You see sparks go off as the door is just forced open, and it doesn't look like it's going to close again anytime soon.
When you push yourself, ex machina,
Mm-hmm.
that computer that we needed DNA for
Mm-hmm.
malfunctions and it just opens. I can technically do that with ex
You
machina
Tell
to hit
non-human things to hinder or distract your foes, or change itself to suit your needs. I don't know if that's necessarily
I'm changing it to
the
suit my
DNA
needs.
sequencer.
I mean, we
I
have
mean-
the DNA anyway.
Yeah, but
you-
I'm just saying making it easier.
Okay. I mean, that if that's what you want to do, that's absolutely fine. You
Unless
see,
unless we use a DNA and I can hold on to that for something later down the road if you'll allow.
you can't hold on to it down the road, but you could, like, if you wanted to throw, like, reset those traps behind you so that anyone that's following you.
That's what I do instead.
Okay, sure. Is essentially like all of the doors behind you just, and now they're gonna have to take a long time to break their way through those.
Ben's just standing there shaking, just hearing the voices. Just hearing them.
You
Um,
okay?
I think Vaughn just scoops some of the blood in her hand and just.
You see the terminal kind of like, and it seems like it's. I think you're gonna need to override the current lockdown that it's in, because currently it's like a unauthorized access. Someone needs to reset it.
Can I hack it?
You do have DNA of someone that can like reset it, but yeah, go ahead and roll. I guess analyze, or if you got something else that would make more sense.
Analyze is fine. Please don't fuck me.
4 is enough. Yeah, you. It takes a hot minute, and you. Well, I think the chase has finished at this point. But you hear them starting to like break their way down through the corridor behind you. But you do manage to get the override. All of the things go green. You see DNA accepted, and then the entire dais lights up.
Does it? What does it look like I need to do? Walk over
Step
to
on
it?
it, maybe.
The what?
Step on the dais, maybe.
We all step
yeah, I
on the
think we
dais.
should all do this because I don't want to do this solo.
Ben
Is it-
steps on the dais.
I thought it was like a podium, but this is like a whole like little.
Andreas, yeah. Get your asses over here.
It's the fucking Star Trek.
It's a
teleportation.
teleporter.
It's a what? Step.
We gonna go to the moon?
You stand on the dais, and you all feel like this tingle go through you, like an electrostatic charge suddenly build up throughout your entire body, from your toes all the way up, and then you feel weightless for a second, and you like there's this bright flash, like, and you can't see anything for a very long moment. And as the CEOs break through into the room, they just see the four of you disappear into particles of light and go shooting straight up through the ceiling. And you see, well, they see the terminal where it just said DNA accepted suddenly start to go pfft. A face appears on it, and then everything shuts down. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
I'm in pain.
We're going to space.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
I'm unwell.
I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. I've been ready for this to happen for a long time. And we'll see you next week. We'll see you next week. Okay.
We'll see you soon.